People who are one in a million. What's your weirdest hidden ability? When I was 9, I figured out I could smell lies. Not like a metaphor, actually smell them. Whenever someone lied near me, I'd catch this sharp scent like burnt pennies mixed with wet paper. The first time it happened was at a birthday party when my cousin Priya swore she didn't eat the last slice of cake. The smell hit me so hard I almost sneezed. 10 minutes later, my aunt found frosting on Priya's collar. I thought I was going crazy, but it kept happening. When my dad said he wasn't working late again, burnt pennies. When my teacher said the test wouldn't be that hard, burnt pennies. When my babysitter said she didn't have her boyfriend over while my parents were out, the smell was so strong I opened a window. By 6th grade, I understood I had something nobody else did, but I didn't tell a soul. I already got made fun of for being the quiet kid. I didn't need lie-smelling freak added to the list, so I used it quietly. I always knew which friends were real. I always knew which teachers actually liked me. People said I had a sixth sense about people. I let them think that. Then when I was 14, my older sister Devika brought home a new boyfriend. His name was Roland. He was 26. She was 19. My parents didn't love the age gap, but he charmed them fast. He wore nice sweaters. He asked my dad about his job like he actually cared. He brought my mom expensive tea from some fancy shop downtown. Everyone loved him, except me, because every time Roland spoke, my nose burned. Not a light whiff, full-on chemical fire. When he said he worked in consulting, burnt pennies. When he said his parents lived in Oregon, burnt pennies. When he said he'd never been married, the smell was so thick I had to leave the room. I tried to warn my sister once. I said, "There's something off about him." She rolled her eyes and said, "You're 14. You don't understand adult relationships." I dropped it, but I started watching him. One Saturday, my parents were out and Devika went to the store. Roland stayed at our house to wait for her. I was doing homework when I heard him on the phone in the hallway, keeping his voice low. I got up quietly and opened my door a crack. He was standing at the end of the hallway with his back to me. He said, "No, she has no idea. Give me 2 more months. I'll have full access by then." Then he laughed. A cold laugh I'd never heard from him before. My nose was on fire. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. He hung up, and I closed my door before he turned around. That night, I couldn't sleep. 2 more months of what? Access to what? I didn't have proof. Just a smell no one else could detect. If I told my sister, she'd call me a jealous kid again. So I made a plan. The next weekend, Roland came over for dinner. I offered to take his coat and hang it up. He handed it to me with that same warm smile that stank like a chemical spill. I took the coat to the closet and went through the pockets. Wallet, keys, a folded receipt, and a second phone. A cheap black one, not the phone he used around us. I took photos of everything. His driver's license, the receipt, which was from a hotel 3 towns over from 2 nights before. I even turned on the second phone. It didn't need a password. The most recent messages were with someone saved as M. The last one said, "How much longer are you going to string this girl along? I need my cut." I put everything back exactly how I found it. Hung the coat up, sat back down at the dinner table, passed the salt, smiled. The next morning, when Devika came into my room to borrow a charger, I locked my door behind her and showed her every single photo on my phone. She didn't believe me at first. Then she saw the hotel receipt. Then she saw the message from M. Her face changed. She didn't cry. She didn't scream. She just said, "Okay, don't tell mom and dad yet." That night at dinner, my sister smiled at Roland the whole time, laughed at his jokes, kissed him goodbye at the door. Then the second he drove off, she called our dad into the kitchen and showed him everything. My dad called a lawyer friend the next morning. The lawyer ran Roland's name. Turned out, Roland wasn't his real name. He had 2 active marriages in 2 different states. He'd done this to at least 4 other women. The police arrested him at his apartment the day before my sister's 20th birthday dinner.